Welcome to Math Plus, where math makes sense. In this video, we're going to be writing expressions. I'm going to give you an expression in word form, and you're going to read it, as you can see down here in the red, and turn it into number form. And we're also going to talk about what is an expression? Why are we writing that? I do have a video in more detail about why we use expressions, and I will put that in the link above so that you can go ahead and look at that afterwards once you understand the basics. This is probably how you're feeling right now. Write the expression for 5 more than the product of 8 and 6. What does that mean? We're going to take it apart and figure it out. Here it is. Let's just look at it one little step at a time. We have 5, right? The number 5 more. So we're going to write a plus sign. Somehow, somewhere, we're going to write 5 more. Then the product. I know product means multiplication. Product of 8 and 6. So I know there's a product of 8 and 6. I'm going to put it in a group together and put parentheses around it. Okay. Now I got to figure out where that plus 5 goes. Do I add it at the beginning or at the end? Let's go back. 5 more than. It's 5 more than this. So it's going to be 5 more than that answer. And that's it. That's an expression. In a nutshell, an expression is an equation without an equal sign. And that's what most of us are taught. If it doesn't have an equal sign, it's an expression. But that really doesn't tell us why we're doing it and what it's for. That is a good rule to remember. If you see this, you know it's not an equation, and you know it's an expression. But what does that mean? And we'll go over that in just a moment. Let's go ahead and look at some of these simple expressions and figure them out. Number 1 says write the expression of 12 less means minus, than 50. So you would have 50 minus 12. That's your expression. Notice there's no equal sign. Just an expression. Number 2, write the expression of 8 more means plus, than 25. So I have 25, and I want 8 more added to that 25. And that's what that expression looks like. These are very simple expressions. Number 3, write the expression for 3 times. That means I multiply the sum, that's addition, of 6 and 4. So I have the sum of 6 and 4. I kind of like to do that, get that grouping written down, and then go back and rethink it and decide where I put that 3 times. Sometimes because of the wording, it will go at the beginning. Sometimes it will go at the end. Let's read that again. 3 times the sum of 6 and 4. So 3 times the sum of 6 and 4. And number 4, write the expression for the product. Product means multiply, of 6. And 6 and what? 6 is multiplying something. And the quantity of 20 minus 6. Quantity means equal, okay? The total of 20 minus 6. I'm grouping that because then that 6 is going to come along and multiply. And that will give us a product if we decide to solve it. But right now it's just an expression. You notice I was looking for keywords, and it's kind of like when you're doing story problems or word problems, you have to read it and figure out what operation am I going to use. Same principle. Here's a chart. It has the words addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. And there's keywords that let you know what operation you should use. And then you want to look down here at the bottom as well. Remember, we saw the word then. It means the reverse order of the operation. And then there was also the word quantity. You use parentheses to create a group when you have quantity. That's a keyword. One of the things that you might wonder, well, why does it say keywords for algebraic expressions? These are actually, eventually you're learning how to do algebraic expressions, but this is like the introduction of expressions so that you can understand. And later you will start using algebraic terms mixed in with what you're learning today. You'll be ahead of the game, right? You'll be ready to do that. Take a picture of this, put it in your notes. You can put it, cut it out, put it on an index card, or just save it in a notebook. But that way you'll have the notes and you'll remember how to do it. I want to give you an example now. What is an expression? Because you're doing this, you're like, okay, it doesn't have an equal sign, but what does it mean? Why am I doing it? An expression is, think of it as a tool for thought. It's the thought that goes into your head as you're trying to figure something out. So here you go. You're going to the store with a list of items to buy for your mom. She gives you $20. You have it in your pocket, and she tells you, you can keep the change. Okay. So your brain's going, oh, okay. So you're in the checkout and you buy the 4 items that she tells you to buy. They're $1.23, $2.75, $3.40, 94 cents. Let's pretend there's no tax for today. All right. And how do you figure out how much money you will have left after you purchase these 4 items? If I wrote this down as a written expression, it would look like this: 20 minus that sum of $1.23, $2.75, $3.40, and 94, right? That's basically what you're doing. That's the thought process. I've got this $20. I'm going to buy these 4 items all together and take it away from the 20. Now, I'm not going to solve it, but that's the thought, right? The thinking that goes into the process. The process happens when you actually do it. And before you actually do it, you think about it. And this is what that expression looks like. 20 minus $1.23 plus $2.75 plus $3.40 plus 94. No equal sign. I don't know how much I'm getting back. I just know that that's what I have to do to get that money back. That's called the expression, the tool for thought. All right, let's go ahead and do a couple more. We're going to write the expression for the quotient. Quotient means division. So we're going to put a division sign there. Of the sum, sum means add, of 18 and 12 divided by 5. Now, quotient means, like product means the answer of a multiplication problem. Quotient is the answer of a division problem. Here are some keywords over here. If you want to figure it out, go ahead and pause the video and then come back. I'm going to keep moving. You just pause as you need to, okay? So I know I have 18 and 12, the sum of 18 and 12. I like to group them, so that helps me keep everything straight. And it's divided by 12. And the answer of this would be a quotient, because by the time I add up my 18 and 12, that would be 30 divided by 5. That gives me the answer to a division problem. And that's where the word quotient comes in, just like product. You know, you're multiplying. Let's do number 2. Write the expression of 5 more. So it's going to be 5 more than, 5 more than what? See, this is 5 more than something. See that? Then the product of 8 and 6. So 8 times 6. So you see that more than puts it at the end of the expression. I hope you're feeling like this, starting to understand it a little bit better. You probably need more practice. It's fun to figure out, just like a puzzle, right? When you get it right, it gets exciting. I went ahead and put a couple of worksheets in the description in the video. Under the video, there's a description section, and you can just go ahead and click those worksheets. They're free. They have the answers, and work them out and practice. That same site that you're getting those from also have all kinds of free worksheets. So you can go to k5learning.com and find more if you would like them.